Now, I know you're a commentarian, not a comedian.
Yeah, you know that shit. Man.
I know that. But I want to talk about comedians because 2024 has been
the year. It's the year of comedians.
The East Coast, West Coast beat of comedy.
Yeah,
I want to go
That's
there.
a good analogy. Like
it's up right now.
Yeah. Comedy is.
You know what I'm saying? Katt Williams bombed first. Remember Tupac had that song bomb first?
Yeah. Katt jumped out the window head first, nigga.
Yeah.
He put all that shit on Front Street, man. Katt and nigga, the year started off like that, nigga. So I knew this shit was gonna be crazy, my nigga. Like Katt kicked the dough in on 2024,
I feel like this year people are going all out for content.
That nigga said everything will be revealed in 2024. This nigga is not lying.
he out there running on the track. He running 40-yard dashes. Shit,
you saw how that nigga hair looked.
Shit lit right now, though.
Oh, that nigga, that Katt, boy, Katt. But you know, shout out to Katt, man. He cool with me, man. When he came to Houston, I hooked up that Willie D interview for Willie like a motherfucker. Shout out to Willie D. And you know, me and Katt and Mark Cooper and Mark Curry, excuse me, and Red Grant, we hung out backstage and we hung out the next day at Willie D shit, man. And Katt gave me some real insight, and we just chopped it up and kicked it like a motherfucker, man. He cool nigga with me, but I also had to let him know, cause the first time I met him was at Trade Day when he brought Dave Chappelle out on stage, and we was kicking it backstage, and you know, he called, and I ain't told Ali Siddiq this, but I told Katt in front of Willie D, right there in front of, cause Katt, when he told me, he was like, nigga, I'm gonna call somebody a cake ass nigga. It didn't click. I didn't know who he was talking about. And then when I cut the camera on, he called Ali Siddiq. He like, yeah, I'm in your city, cake ass nigga. And he went in on Ali Siddiq. And anybody who go look at it, they'll see me go like, And in my mind, I already knew I was gonna edit it because I told him right there in front of Will, I was like, man, I didn't. Ali, I fuck with Ali. You cool too, but I fuck with Ali and Ali from my city. And plus y'all two grown men, man. I'm not gonna. He was like, you should have posted it. And, you know, he took another jab at me later, and it was something. He say, you probably just go edit that too. I say, oh, you a funny nigga. But yeah, I edited that shit out because, you know, y'all two grown men. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on personally, and I don't know all the details. And cause my nigga was like, Smack boy, you post that, your page gonna go up. And I said, man, I ain't gonna post that, my nigga.
Sometimes you don't want to go up off of everything, you know?
Yeah. And I edited it. And that's how, if you look at it like a motherfucker who don't know, they won't see that it's chopped like that. But now that I told you, when you go back and look at it, where he was holding his necklace and had the little Tupac vest on where it was a mid-riff, Katt is a crazy nigga.
You think they'll ever squash that beef?
I don't know. It's precarious beef because when I hear
it's personal.
It's precarious and personal. Yeah. I guess for Ali it's personal. Katt say it's not personal for him because Katt really could give two fucks about it. At least that's how he come across talking about it and speaking about it. But Ali takes it personal because Ali really feel like he was disrespected, and Ali says what he says and Katt says what he says. I don't know. Ali said that they been knew each other. Katt tried to make it seem like that he just met him, you know. But if Ali said that they kicked it beforehand, I don't know why he would say that. But I don't know why Katt would say he don't know him and it's just some crazy shit. And I don't know the details and intricacies of it. So that's why when he done that, I edited the video because I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, my nigga. And
For sure.
So I ain't gonna get in the middle of that shit. Two grown ass men.
Would you consider Ali Siddiq just on stand up? Would you consider him a top tier comedian?
Man, Ali is a fucking genius, my nigga. He's a genius, and Ali is one of us, man. He's a street nigga. He's a street comedian. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And even though he perfected mainstream comedy. You know, he was on Last Comic Standing on NBC, and he's a street. I remember I had took this bitch to the Improv to go see him, and But when he's setting up the punchline and I'm whispering them to her. I've never seen him before. This is the first I ever seen him live, but he a street nigga. I know what's coming. But I'm still laughing, but I'm like, this nigga's a genius. Yeah. Because he hitting all the shit that niggas, I was like, this nigga, it's authentic, it's real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really been in them trenches because before he even say the punchline, I'm whispering them to the hoe, and she looking at me like, damn, you brought the bitch asked me, you brought another bitch to this show? I was like, no, bitch, it's my first time ever seeing this nigga. He's just a real nigga.
I just feel him.
Yeah, the shit he's saying is some real shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Katt Williams, of course, is a great on stage. During the beef, especially during the interview with Willie D, it kind of seemed like Katt Williams trying to downplay Ali's greatness.
What? At the same time, he gave him his props because we spoke about that off camera, and Katt a monkey nigga. He a funny little dude, and he was like, he said, I heard his little stories. I was like, damn, you out of line for that, my nigga. Look, you know, a nigga try to downplay his shit. When you throw little in there like a motherfucker. Yeah, I heard his little story.
Okay, but just from a fan perspective, on a stand-up comedy, how far apart are they levels when it comes to stand-up? Do you think Ali is at the same level as Katt? It's just raw skill.
Just raw skill. Fuck yeah. They two different type of comics. But,
absolutely.
But like,
there's not that much of a margin when it comes to the skill.
It just depends on what you like as a fan of comedy. And I'm a fan of highbrow comedy. I'm a fan of storytelling. I'm a fan of monkey nigga shit. I'm a fan of controversy. And Ali is not a controversial he's a storyteller, you know what I'm saying? And he's poignant. But I'm also a fan of Katt because I like monkey niggas. And Katt is a monkey nigga, but he's also controversial. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I love controversial comedy like a motherfucker that like shit like George Carlin and Richard Pryor. I like that type of shit. Yeah, I like that shit. I like highbrow shit that make you think. That's why I love Dave Chappelle. A lot of motherfuckers was like his last special, it was just caught in the midst of that Katt Williams shit. But I enjoyed the last special like a motherfucker, you know. But they was like, it fell flat. It didn't really fall flat. It just that shit with Katt on Club Shay Shay just was a atomic bomb. Niggas didn't see that shit coming, man.
At all.
Yeah.
I think me personally, I think Ali Siddiq is the greatest Houston comedian of all time. Like just stand-up comedy.
Well, yeah,
that's my person.
Yeah, because he got the experience and he got the notoriety. But Houston got a lot of great comics in it. They just ain't
old school Thea Vidal type. All kind of Arnez J.
Arnez J.
Yeah, Arnez J's from Houston.
How did I fucking know that?
Yeah, Arnez J's from Houston. Like,
and Arnez J funny than a motherfucker.
Sidney Castillo from Houston.
I don't know him. Juan Villarreal.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah, Billy Sorrell, but all the lesser known MC Lotto, Jeff Shelley, Lil Darryl, Leroy III, Grossman, Blame the Comic. You know, we got a nice comedy.
But I definitely put Ali on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, fuck yeah, because what he's doing currently is unprecedented, and coming out of Houston, there's no comic that's done what he's doing. He funded his own specials, and they doing numbers, and he just done Good Morning America the other day. Yeah, congratulations on that there, and shout out to Ali, man.
Ali Siddiq can come out on stage, introduce himself, sit down, and do the whole show in the chair.
Yeah, and you know that was
people rolling,
and you know that was considered disrespectful, like back in the day. Or Bill Cosby was, you know.
Okay.
The comedian sat down, but it's called stand-up comedy for. I heard a comedian say it's called stand-up for a reason.
Okay.
And like they say you had to be a different type of comic to be able to sit down and do comedy and be respected in stand-up comedy.